following that same routine every day just to make ends meet? Did you know that there is a worldwide community that would love to color your world? You only join this community by special invitation, just like this one that has been sent to you by someone who truly cares about you. So take a step out of your comfort zone and find out more about a community that offers you the ride of your life. This colorful community upholds the principles of Ubuntu, a phrase used in Africa that means community cooperation and allows everyone to thrive and not just survive. This gifting community is like a theme park. There are 6 main attractions in this theme park. They are the Coal Train ride, 4 different size Ferris wheels, and the Ohana shuttles. Participating in this gifting community will start your journey to the riding of the boards of abundance. Your participation and willingness to follow the guidelines determines the experience that you will have as you ride these boards. When you join Gift of Legacy, you have a choice of where you wish to start your journey. You can join the Coal board, which is like the theme park train. This board was recently created to make GL affordable for everyone. Coal was designed to be a starter board and gets you going. The gift you will send to join on Coal is only $25, and that is your ticket to board the train. You can also choose to join on the Bronze board with a $100 gift, which is your ticket. Bronze is the first of the 4 main boards or 4 Ferris wheels. The goal of Gift of Legacy is for everyone to be on the perpetual cycle of all 6 boards. The Ferris wheels signify the perpetual journey that you are able to ride on your journey to abundance again and again. The boards are structured so that 8 gifters enter and send an unconditional, non-returnable gift to the legend on the board. When the legend has received their first 4 gifts, they can already purchase their next ticket for the Ferris wheel ride or board, which is the silver $400 board. When all 8 gifts have been received on Bronze, that ride ends and the guides become legends on their own boards. The process continues through all the rides on the $100, $400, $1,600 and ultimately the $5,000 boards. The legend is able to enjoy their gifts. 3 that they can enjoy and spend on whatever their hearts desire. Gifters are placed on the boards by the builders that invite with their links, and on perpetual boards by the automated GL system. This system is maintained by Gracious Givers Movement, fondly known as GGM. This non-profit organization is overseen by the custodians, the people who created and developed GL. GGM relies 100% on donations, as no one in GL contributes a monthly fee. The community is encouraged to support GGM to ensure that all the rides are well maintained and improvements are made periodically to improve the user experience. As boards close, gifters become builders. This is the ideal opportunity to invite 2 friends to journey with you on the rides of abundance. Everyone in this theme park requires 2 friends to share their fun and excitement with. Invite 2 like-minded people who share your interest in coloring the world. Soon, you will be a guide and can assist your friends to add more people to your group or community. When everyone invites 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, the boards move constantly and everyone gets to enjoy the thrill of the rides. When a legend finishes a board or ride, they can join the next Ferris wheel in the park on their first round of rides. But they must also join the perpetual cycle of the board that they have just finished. This is how we ride the boards of abundance. The Ohana board is a new addition to the GL theme park. The Ohana shuttles move around the theme park and can even reach out into the wider community. The ticket is $50 and is preferred in USDT. The Ohana board is 100% blended. This means that nobody follows their inviter. People from across the worldwide GL community can ride the Ohana shuttles together. The legend receives 7 gifts on this ride, and this is because there is always an Ohana position already confirmed on the board. The Ohana positions will receive gifts when they are legend, which will be used by GGM for the daily running costs and maintenance of the GL system. Ohana legends will also benefit the Love Heart movement. This movement is managed by GGM and assists those who need it most. The Ohana shuttles are a continuous ride where users are automatically joined to the perpetual cycle. Ohana means family, and this board ensures that nobody gets left behind. As gifts are sent and received by people across the world, and as users join the coal train, ride the Ferris wheels, or meet friends on the Ohana shuttles, we are indeed coloring the world. The worldwide community are all blessed by gifts that are sent peer to peer, heart to heart. But something magical happens in the theme park that has nothing to do with the value of gifts. Friendships are formed as strangers become friends. Kindness and compassion are evident as people support one another to overcome fears or to take on new challenges. We learn and grow as a community as we explore and experience the gift of legacy together.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday evening presentation. I'm very, very happy to see you all here on this cold and wintry, stormy night in Johannesburg. I don't know what it's like where you are, but here in Johannesburg, we have had some hectic, and that's the best South African word I can think of, some hectic thunderstorms here this afternoon. Probably the loudest lightning I've heard in a good few years. So I'm very glad that we're here online. I see Ike is here. Just want to quickly make Ike a co-host as well so that he can co-host with me. And Elizabeth is also here from Madrid, Spain. She's supposed to be going into spring, but I see you still dressed warm. Elizabeth, what's it like there by you?
It's cold. Today is cold. I think it's dropping to 1 degree, so Celsius. So yeah, it's quite cold. But yeah,
Sure.
but but we are going into spring. Trees are already flowering, and yeah, so flowers are popping everywhere, and that's beautiful.
That is beautiful, and I can see them behind you there. Well, we've got rain falling again. I can hear it outside. Ike, what's it like there in Krugersdorp? You're on the other side of Joburg from me.
Yeah, we also had a storm. I was scared that we would actually not have electricity in the area. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. We've missed you for a few weeks, but I'm here today. Thanks, Adele.
I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Beverly couldn't be with us. She's busy dealing with something. Beverly is our other co-presenter. She's in Panama, but she couldn't join us this evening. She sent regards. I'm very excited to see Nomsa here. Nomsa is a friend of mine. I've invited her to the presentation. So Nomsa, thank you for joining us. I know there's a lot going on in your family, and I'm so grateful that you took time out to be with us this evening. And then Piwa Kukle, are you with Nomsa? Just let us know in the chat because I don't know your name. And I have a feeling that maybe you are Nomsa's friend. And then to our friends Monica and Mpo. I know Lioness's name is Mpo because she's in my team. It's lovely to have you here as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an introduction to Gift of Legacy. I have already sent Nomsa some information. We'll go through a presentation. Elizabeth, Ike, and I like to chat in between the presentation, and so we'll do that. And then afterwards, we'll stop, answer questions, explain more in detail, and just give you a little bit more of an idea. Some people do come a little bit later to the Zoom, and especially on a cold, rainy night like this, I'm sure people will be joining us. It is being broadcast live on YouTube, and I will share the recording later this evening. I don't go to bed until I've shared the recording. Okay, Piwa Kukle is in Takani's group. Okay, that's lovely. Well, we're so glad that you are here. Fantastic. Nice to have you here. So that's also somebody that we know from the community. It's nice to get to know everyone. Hi, Nomsa. So I'm going to share. I'm presenting from my phone. One of the reasons I like to present from my phone is that I'm a busy medical professional. I'm an occupational therapist by profession. And even though I'm a medical professional, I'm a single mom with a son at university. And I need an extra source of income. And it was in early 2021 that I heard about gifting activities, and I joined a gifting activity. And I joined Gift of Legacy on the day that it launched on the 10th of January 2022. And what a blessing it has been for my life and for my family. But most importantly, I can do everything on my phone, wherever I am, in between clients, when my son was still at school, in the car park, at the shopping center, in those terrible queues at the bank. I can be busy on my phone, not playing games, but making money. So I want to share that with you tonight. So I'm going to share from my phone, and we will go through the presentation. Lots of people like to present off of their laptops, but I do everything off my phone. So I'd like to welcome you to our presentation tonight. You are here by invitation only. Just like I invited Nomsa to join me this evening, other people will invite their friends to come to find out about Gift of Legacy, a gifting activity that is creating abundance around the world. Just a quick disclaimer, this presentation is for information sharing only, and it is not to be construed as financial advice. Neither myself, Elizabeth Ike, or any other presenter or anyone in Gift of Legacy are registered financial or tax advisors. The information that we are giving tonight is only intended to give examples of what you as a participant may expect. And our website is www.giftoflegacyglobal.com. But like I said, you can only join by invitation, and that means you need to get a unique invitation link from the person who has shared this beautiful opportunity with you. So what is Gift of Legacy all about? Well, we often talk about sacred economics. This is not a platform, a business, a company, anything that you might have heard online before. We are talking about the concept of sacred economics. What is sacred economics? Well, it's gifting communities, and gifting communities in the modern day trace back to the 1960s. But we know, especially here in South Africa, that gifting communities go off the mainstream for decades, and they're 100% legal. South Africa, we call them stokvels. We believe in the concept and the principle of Ubuntu, of communities working together. And as much as I appreciate and uphold the principles of Ubuntu, there is nobody better than my friend Ike to explain what Ubuntu means and how that links in with Gift of Legacy. Ike?
Yeah, thanks for that. Ubuntu is a very rich South African term. Every language in South Africa, we have 12 official languages, has an aspect of Ubuntu. Ubuntu is just underscoring that I am because of other people. I cannot make it alone. I need to be in a company of other people to be able to reach the projects that I'm involved in. So the aspect of Ubuntu is a very rich South African term, meaning that I am because of you. I am because other people. In another one of the languages in South Africa is very rich phrase that is used around in South Africa. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Ike. And no, sacred economics, stokvel, the whole principle of Ubuntu, this is all known as circular economies. It's where the community helps each other. Everybody has a turn to give, and everybody has a turn to receive. Gift of Legacy is a global gifting activity. We have got participants almost in all the countries around the world. There's only a few that we don't have participants in. We are uplifting communities by creating abundance, but also by helping people to improve themselves in terms of self-development. People have had to learn about money, about working online, attending Zoom calls, communicating using translation tools, and speaking to people across the world. So it's not just a community about making money. So the Gift of Legacy website, giftoflegacyglobal.com, you can open on your tablet, on your laptop or on your phone. That's what it looks like. You will only be able to see this if you've registered with a unique invitation link. And there are 6 boards that you see when you open up the website. We're going to explain them all to you this evening. Now, we use the analogy of a theme park. Between myself and Ike, there's a wonderful theme park here in Johannesburg called Gold Reef City. Now, a theme park is a place where you go to escape reality, to have fun. It's all bright and colorful. There's lots of rides to go on, and it's not a place you go on your own. Everybody who goes to the theme park goes with somebody. And when you join Gift of Legacy, you need to invite 2 people. It's the age-old principle of 2 by 2 by 2. The only way to grow a community is to link arms, one on each side, with another person. So everybody who joins Gift of Legacy needs to invite somebody to join them, invite 2 people to join. Now, we had 6 boards, as you saw on the website. There are 2 starter boards, the coal board and the bronze board. Now, the coal board wasn't there in the very beginning when we launched. It was brought in about October 2023. And the reason it was brought in is that many people found it a little bit out of their cost bracket to join with $100. $100 in South African rands currently is about 1,800 Rand. And that's a lot of money for some people. So the custodians, the people who oversee the Gift of Legacy system, implemented and adopted a $25 starter board, and it's called the coal board. So what happens on a coal board is the legend will receive 200 gifts in total. Gifters, those are the people who join the board, are going to join the board, contact the legend, the person in the middle, and they're going to send them unconditionally a non-returnable gift of $25. Now, we use the US dollar because it is still the most stable currency in the world, and we use cryptocurrency as a means of sending gifts across the world. We're not trading in cryptocurrency. It's just a digital way to send funds quickly, efficiently, and safely across the world. But if you are like Ike and I, living in the same town, there's nothing stopping you meeting at a coffee shop with cash in hand or doing an EFT. But to send gifts to strangers across the world, cryptocurrency is the best way to do it. We have got a 48-hour gifting limit on time, and so you can't send via Forex or any other platform that can take 21 days or longer to send gifts. So the gifters are going to land on the board, gift the legend $25, and these gifters can land erratically. It doesn't happen always in a sequence. When the legend has received all 8 gifts, they will have received $200. Their board closes and they can move on. And what we suggest, the best way to manage your gifts is to use the first 4 gifts that you receive as the legend and immediately join the next board, the higher board that you need to go to. In this case, it would be joining bronze. You enjoy the next 3 gifts, and the last gift, you're going to join the perpetual cycle, which I'll explain shortly. So you're going to take your first 4 gifts, which is $100 in total, gives you enough money to join bronze. And that's why coal was started, to allow people the means to create the funds to join bronze, which is truly where the Gift of Legacy journey begins. So after the coal board, you will journey through 4 boards, and it's represented there by that colorful Ferris wheel, because in Gold Reef City, I drove past there on Sunday with my parents. In Gift of Legacy, we have 4 Ferris wheels. When I drove past Gold Reef City the other day, you can see the kiddies area with a very small Ferris wheel and a much larger one that all the adults like to go on. So there are different sizes, and we use the Ferris wheels to represent that these boards can be ridden over and over and over and over again until infinity. When you join the bronze board, you will join with $100. When you have completed the board, you will have received $800 in total. And then we're going to break this down for you so that you can see exactly how we journey through the boards. So on the bronze board and every other board, once you understand this, you understand all the other boards, all the Ferris wheels. So you're going to join as a gifter. And it's significant that you are marked in yellow here, because your username, your nickname there in the middle, is going to be printed in yellow, not in white like all the others, because it's going to indicate on the system and to you that you are the person logging into the website. You're going to join the board, gift the legend unconditionally, $100. Now you can choose to start your journey on the bronze board, or you can start on gold. And that's why they are both considered starter boards in the Gift of Legacy system. Then other gifters are going to land on the board. The legend will use their first 4 gifts to go ahead and fast track or join silver with the first 4 gifts, $400 that they have received. This board is only going to close when all 8 gifters have gifted and been confirmed by the legend. The legend will have received $800 in total, and the board will close. The legend will move off, and they will be on their silver and then join another bronze board as their perpetual cycle. You now are going to move up into the builder position. Now, builder is named perfectly because it's your turn to build. Invite your 2 friends, your invitees, to join you on this journey. Let's call them A and B. The other builder will invite their friends. Okay, now all the gifters are going to land on the board until we've got 8 gifters on the board. The legend will receive $800 in total. The board closes, the legend moves off, they're on silver and join a perpetual cycle, and you move into the guide position. As a guide, it is your responsibility to guide and assist your invitees to invite their friends. So A will invite C and D, and B will invite their friends E and F. Now, when one hemisphere, when one side of the board fills up like this, you, as the guide, can complete your journey on bronze and move off and go and join your board as a legend. This board is only going to close when all 8 gifts are complete. So congratulations, you've moved off and you are now a legend. You have got your gifters, your invitees next to you in the guide position, and then they have got their invitees next to them in the builder position. You're the legend, and when they invite people, you will be receiving 8 gifts of $100. There you go, all 8 gifts come to you. You have received $800 in total, but you only get to keep $300. Why do you keep $300? We'll explain that to you shortly, but it's so that you've already gone on to silver and you need to join the bronze perpetual cycle. So here's your original board where you were guide on the left-hand side. You're going to join your perpetual cycle, which means it's in 2nd round on bronze. When you join a board, the system is going to place you on this original board where you were, but on the other hemisphere to help and close this. This is called the Ohana principle. Now, Ohana sounds similar to Ubuntu. It's actually a Polynesian word, a Hawaiian word that means family. It means no one gets left behind. And by doing this, make sure that the boards move, nobody gets left behind. So when you have finished your bronze board, you will receive $800 in total. You're going to hold back $400 or have already used $400 to join the silver board. You keep $100 to join your bronze perpetual cycle, and $500 is going to be used to join the next board. And that's why you're keeping $300 in your pocket. Now, let's just go back to this board over here if I can. Just going back to this one. Elizabeth, do you want to talk about the Ohana principle and how important it is that we ensure that boards are closed? If you're able to. I know she's busy with family at the moment. No, it looks like she's busy. So Ohana is a really important principle in the Gift of Legacy journey, and you're going to see now how it's really become part of our journey in Gift of Legacy. Now I'm going to show you this. This can look overwhelming. There's lots of numbers, but at the end, after I've explained everything, I really just want you to focus on the bottom line. And I mean the bottom line of all of those numbers. So there you have the Ferris wheels, the 4 Ferris wheels. They are on 4 little carriages that are being pulled by the coal train. The coal train, the steam train that goes round and around the theme park, is the starter board that you can choose to join for just $25. Now, when you join coal on your first round, you will receive $200 and you get to keep $75 because you need to go ahead and join bronze and hold back $25 to ride coal again. So you keep $75 when you're a legend. But your second, third, fourth time, every time you ride it perpetually, ongoing, you will receive $200 and keep $175. You will keep more because you are now already on your bronze board. You're on your bronze cycle. So on bronze, you're going to join the board with $100. Remember, it's an unconditional, non-returnable gift that you send to the legend on the board. When you complete your board, you will receive $800, as I explained, and you keep $300. Now, on your perpetual cycle, you are keeping $700. Why? Because you've already joined silver. You're just holding back $100 to ride bronze again on the perpetual cycle. Your silver board, you will join with a $400 gift. This is where it starts getting exciting. You will receive $3,200. You need to hold back $1,600 to join gold. And you need to keep $400 to ride silver again. So you're keeping $1,200. Now on your perpetual cycle, you receive $3,200, but you keep $2,800 because you are already on your gold board. Now gold is very exciting. It's a $1,600 board. Imagine gifting somebody you don't know across the world, or even someone you do know. Imagine gifting them $1,600. It's around about 24,000 Rand. You're gifting them that amount of money. As a legend, you're going to receive $12,800 and you are keeping $6,200. This is where you pay debts. This is where your dreams start coming alive. And this is where the magic really starts happening in the theme park. Now, in your perpetual cycle, you've already joined platinum. And when you receive $12,800, you get to keep $11,200. Now, the platinum board is a $5,000 board. You're going to contact someone you don't know, probably give them insomnia for a few days. You're going to contact them and tell them that you would like to give them $5,000. They will send you their gifting details and you will send the gift to them. Now, it's important in all the gifts that you send that you as a gifter carry the costs for any banking fees or any platform fees that need to be paid. The legend must receive the full gift. So your legend will receive $5,000 from you on their platform. It is the highest board currently in Gift of Legacy. You don't have to join a higher board. You have to hold back $5,000 only to enjoy this incredible ride on platinum. So that means every time from the first ride through the perpetuals, you keep $35,000. And that's just over 660,000 Rand when you convert it into South African rands. So I want you to focus there on the bottom line. The bottom line is that the goal of Gift of Legacy is to be on all of the boards at all times, on the perpetual cycle, as soon as you can get onto the perpetual cycle, and be riding the perpetual cycles until infinity. You can be receiving gifts on coal of $175 that you get to keep. Bronze, you get to keep $700. Silver, you get to keep $2,800. Gold, you get to keep $11,200. And platinum, you get to keep $35,000. Now, you're not going to receive all of these gifts all the time, every week. But when you do receive them, you are able to start dreaming and achieving your dreams. And it's very possible many people have achieved this. Now, there's a beautiful board that was started by the custodians, the people who oversee Gift of Legacy. They are part of the group of people who created Gift of Legacy and launched it in 2022. Last year, they created a board called the Ohana board, and it's represented by a little golf cart, a shuttle that drives around the theme park. It's not a lineage board. It's not where you build a team 2x2x2. This is a hop on, hop off board, but you've got to keep your ticket. So you join the board with $50 unconditional. Only people who are confirmed in coal or bronze may join the Ohana board. Ohana means family. You don't get 8 gifts. You will receive 7 gifts, of which you can keep 6. So you will receive $350 and you keep $300. Now, there's a little guy there, the driver wearing a blue outfit. He stands for the Ohana position. On every board, there is an Ohana position. And when Ohana positions get to the legend position, the gifts they receive is funneled to GGM, Gracious Givers Movement, the non-profit organization that was created right in the beginning to oversee all of the costs of running Gift of Legacy. You see, when you join Gift of Legacy, there's no membership fee, there's no annual fee, there's no hidden costs. You join with a link, you register, you verify your email, you open the website, you see who the legend is, you contact them, and peer-to-peer, person-to-person, you send them the gift. And that's how you start in Gift of Legacy. We send gifts, you don't pay anything, but there are costs to keep the Gift of Legacy system going. And so the Ohana positions support GGM and allow the funds that they receive to go to GGM to pay for the computer service, the developer, the upkeep of the system, all of the security systems that need to be in place. That gets paid by GGM. When you complete an Ohana board, you're automatically placed on the next board. You don't have to peek and join like you do on other boards. But if you leave an Ohana board or you ask to be removed, you can never participate on that profile again, and you can't create any more Gift of Legacy profiles with that email or phone number. So there are some guidelines. Ike, do you want to go through some of the guidelines? Ike, my friend?
Yeah, absolutely, Adele. Before the guidelines, could you touch on, because I see that there's 1 or 2 people on the call, the Zoom. Could you touch on the underscore, the banner, the red banner that comes up when you log in, underscoring, emphasizing that we need 2. It comes
yes,
up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can you
So
touch on that?
When you join Gift of Legacy and you register, a red banner will pop up on your website, and it will tell you that you do not have 2 invitees yet. Now, everybody in Gift of Legacy gets 1 free ride through coal and bronze. You get a free ride through the 2 starter boards, so you can complete your coal board and receive as a legend, even if you don't have 2 invitees. And you can join the bronze board. You can go through the bronze board and get to legend position and receive your gifts, even if you don't have 2 invitees. So you can complete as a legend your first 2 boards, receive your gifts, even though you don't have 2 invitees. That's what sets Gift of Legacy as apart from being a Ponzi. That's why it's fair and why the FSCA has said that it's a fair system. However, when you have completed bronze and you don't have 2 invitees, you cannot continue in the game. You have to then invite 2 people in order for you to join your perpetual cycle on coal and to go further and join silver and join your bronze perpetual. The system will not allow you to continue unless you have brought your 2 people. Is that what you meant, Anne?
That's exactly what I meant. Thanks, Adele, for that.
Thank you.
Guidelines,
It's a pleasure.
everyone. Number one, join. We join by sending an unconditional gift to the legend of the board. Just underscore that, underline that, unconditional. Unconditional. People have to let that sink. You will send that gift to someone around the world. It's unconditional. I like just emphasizing that is unconditional. And then we invite two like-minded people, like-hearted people to follow you or me on our journey. Every one of us has to invite two like-minded and like-hearted people. They are there within the family, among your friends. There should be a minimum of two people, at least two people that you can actually invite. Right, number three, and then you encourage your two invited guests to do the same. We talk about the 2 by 2 by 2. This ensures movement of the boards. That is very, very, very important. You teach other people to invite, just like you, 2 by 2 by 2. Slide number 4, we join the board sequentially in that order, either $25 or $100. That's the starter board. And then from there, the $400 board, which is your silver board. And then your gold board, which is $1,600. And then your platinum, which is $5,000 board. So that's the order that you cannot actually just jump to the silver board. You can either start with a gold board or a bronze board. It is important you cannot advance after the first bronze without two confirmed invitees. I think that's what I can say. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Ike. Thank you for that. And it's important to join the perpetual cycle on every board. Now, here's some important information. We don't promote Gift of Legacy on social media, not because there's anything dodgy or wrong with it. It's simply we want to keep our community like-minded. All of the platforms, the businesses, the MLMs, all of those schemes and scams promote hectically on social media. We don't do this. This is a peer-to-peer, heart-to-heart gifting community, and therefore we invite and we share peer-to-peer and heart-to-heart. Now, there are ways where you can use social media effectively. I'll mention how I do it just now and how people respond to those things that I do and come onto Zoom calls. You don't mention Gift of Legacy on social media. Just invite people, bring them to a Zoom call, sit down personally and explain to them. It's very different. It's a mind shift change. In fact, we call it a paradigm shift. You think very differently once you've been exposed to a gifting community. Now, please, we don't fill spaces. We're inviting 2 by 2 by 2. Don't just sign up family. Some people sign up their pets and they sign up anybody just so that they've got 2 people below them. Don't do that, because those 2 profiles need to invite 2 people as well. Is your dog going to invite puppies? No. So you need to invite people who are going to grow with you. These are people who are going to ride the boards of abundance with you and are going to be able to share this journey. You need to learn, grow, and educate each other as you go along. Be the messenger, not the message. If you really don't know, as a new participant, how to explain Gift of Legacy, you get it, you understand it, it feels right for you, it's touched your heartstrings, you get it, but you can't say it, don't stress. We've got a short animation. We played it at the beginning of the Zoom. You can share that with someone. It's just 6 minutes long. There's a link tree that we can share information from. Just invite them to a Zoom call. Let those of us who know how to explain this and have the slides and the presentation, let us be the messengers. You just bring them to the Zoom. There's training available. There's lots of recorded presentations. If you don't like the way I present, you might like the way someone else presents. It's all recorded and shared on our official YouTube channel. Now, yes, I said no social media. That YouTube channel is not being broadcast publicly to everyone. When somebody wants to find out about Gift of Legacy, they can go to the official Gift of Legacy YouTube channel, watch recordings for educational purposes only. Please note, it is important to understand there are no guarantees. There's no guarantees in anything you join. Those figures that I shared with you, there's no guarantees you're going to receive it. Everything is dependent on how you participate. The success or failure of any participant will depend on your willingness to participate, one, and two, to follow the guidelines of Gift of Legacy. Don't try outsmart, outwit, outplay. We're not playing Survivor. This is Gift of Legacy. Don't try and change the system. Follow the guidelines. They have been created by people who created the system, who know it best, and by people who've been involved for the past 3 years and know exactly how the system works. Follow the guidelines. It remains your responsibility to be compliant with the tax laws in your country. Gift of Legacy falls under gifting. So find out what are the gifting requirements from your tax consultant in your country. But we do fall under gifting communities. And now in South Africa, you know the bank with the lovely acacia tree? It's my bank. My bank allows me or other people to have a stokvel up to 12 people to get a home loan. So if my bank approves stokvels and encourages stokvels to open bank accounts, same like gifting activity. We're not a stokvel, no, but it's a gifting activity. Think about it. Gift of Legacy is decentralized with no third-party affiliation, ownership, or partnership. If you join Gift of Legacy via any third-party system, you do so at your own risk. Don't let somebody else manage your profile. It's peer-to-peer and heart-to-heart. Beware of teams where people manage everything for you. You've got to be actively involved. Gift of Legacy is 100% peer-to-peer, and no funds are ever paid to the platform. We don't pay anything. We send gifts. Gifts are always given to Gift of Legacy participants and are only gifted to the legend when you land on their board. Don't fall for any messages that someone might send you and say, "Hi, I see you're the gifter, please gift me." It might not be the legend. Remember, this is a theme park. In any public event, at any theme park and any festival you go to, there's pickpocketers. Be careful. Make sure you're speaking to the legend. It's a beautiful experience to share gifts peer-to-peer and heart-to-heart. So I want to thank you for joining us tonight. It was a lot of information, I know. Just look at that picture. It summarizes everything. Gift of Legacy is a gift economy. It is a system of exchange based on gift giving. And our co-host Elizabeth always says, how can it be illegal to send a gift? It's not. In any community, anywhere in the world, it's a beautiful and a kind thing to send a gift to somebody. So if you would like to know more, please contact the person who invited you to the presentation. Our slogan is Color Your World, so let us color your world. But we actually are going to open up for questions now. There's only 12 of us on the call, so nice and intimate. And we are willing to answer your questions, to share our experiences with us. I'd like and Elizabeth to share their experiences. I know they have some interesting stories. But because I invited someone
I'm sorry, I have to say goodbye. But just to tell everybody, join. If you're not in Gift of Legacy, do join. It's such a beautiful trip. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. So I want to share how I invited people to tonight's Zoom call, and it's actually a very exciting story. Like I said, I joined Gift of Legacy when we started in 2022. I mentioned to you that I'm a single mom. I have been divorced for about 1.5 years now. And as all of us have been through, we've all had our challenges through the years of lockdown. I'm a medical professional, but university fees are expensive. And I knew in lockdown that I needed to do something. So I joined Gift of Legacy. In November last year, I did not know how I was going to pay the fees for my son's 3rd year at university this year. I didn't have the money. I didn't know how I was going to pay his fees. But I knew which boards I was on in Gift of Legacy. And you get to be able to read and see what was happening. Well, they always say that you receive gifts just when you need it most. In January, in about mid-January, I started receiving on my gold board. I'm a legend on a gold board, a $1,600 board, and gifters started landing on my board. I received 4 gifts of $1,600 on my gold board. I had already been able to pay the registration fees, but I received those gifts, and with those gifts, I was able to do something that I've never done. My son started daycare when he was 3 months old. He's in his 3rd year of university. He's about to turn 21. I've never been in advance on school fees. I've been in arrears. Oh boy, have I been in arrears. I've never been in advance. And the university fees had to be paid by the end of February if you wanted to get the early bird discount. I've never even dreamt of getting the early bird discount. But guess what I did? I was able to pay his university fees upfront for this year with the gifts I received on my gold board. He's at university in Potchefstroom. I was able to pay upfront and get the early bird discount. And with the money that I saved, I was able to send that money to my elderly parents. That's what Gift of Legacy can do for you. That's how I was able to pay my son's university fees upfront. And people who've been regularly on the Zoom calls or know me know that's the truth, because I honestly, in November last year, did not know how I was going to pay his fees. I wished it to happen. I prayed for it to happen. I wasn't 100% sure it would happen. But you know what? I believe in Gift of Legacy. And what a wonderful experience it's been to pay off the university fees. That monkey is off my back for the rest of the year. And, it allows me a bit of breathing space to do other things. And I started Gift of Legacy when we moved over from a precursor program that we were all in. But when I joined that very first gifting community in April 2021, I didn't have the $100 to start. My friend blessed me in. She blessed me in. 3 weeks later, when I received gifts, the first thing I did is I gave her back her gift. I didn't have the money to start when I started. It was middle of COVID, and I didn't have the money. And here I am a few years later paying off university fees upfront. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. Ike, you know my story.
Thanks, Adele, for sharing that. I also started Gift of Legacy 2022, the 10th of January. Having retired, having worked for 45 years old, but you're still in debt. That was a pain for me for many, many years. I just saw myself having to leave that to my kids. Fortunately, I bumped on through a friend on Gift of Legacy information, and just first presentation I was in, it made so much sense, and I can honestly say that it has given me hope. I've been a legend on all the boards. I mean, from gold, bronze, I'm now silver. I'm not a legend at silver yet, on silver yet. I'm a gifter, but it has given me so much hope. I know that in a few months or even next year, I'll be on gold or even going towards the platinum board. I'm working flat out. We have a team in Polokwane, we have a team in Pretoria. I'm so passionate and so excited about what we have in our hands. What excites me the most is the perpetual board. The perpetual board and the Ohana board. Just exciting for me that it's like money that will live for generations to come. It will be there forever and ever and ever. And what a pleasure it is that you leave that legacy to your kids, to your family, and many other people that I've brought in. But also to participate in Ohana board, where, like you pointed out, that we're not paying a fee, we're not paying a monthly fee or annual fee, but to be part of that change, to support Gift of Legacy, to continue for generations to come. It's just exciting for me. What a pleasure. But above all, the friendships that we have, that I've been able to build, and people surrounding me, the energy that you guys actually send to us, to me, it's just on another level. And I'll forever be thankful for what Gift of Legacy has given me and is giving me. I'm excited. So if there's anyone here that's not on Gift of Legacy yet, you are in the right track. Make a decision, join us, and come on board and enjoy with us. I think that's what I can say, Adele. Thank you very much.
Thanks. I've become such dear friends, and I haven't met him. It's sinful that we haven't met, because I'm south of Joburg, he's the west of Joburg, but we will meet. But you know what? We talk nearly every second day on the phone, and we see each other on Zoom calls, and we really have become very close friends. Now, when I was presenting, I said that we don't share Gift of Legacy on social media, and yet I was able to invite people. Social media is everything, from your WhatsApp status to your Facebook page, your Facebook status, your Instagram, your Reels, everything. You can't share Gift of Legacy there. But 2 weeks ago, on the Thursday that I paid my son's fees, I just put a status, a comment. I share inspirational messages on my status every day. I started doing it in lockdown, and I shared inspirational messages that I found the night before. I would share them in the morning, and honestly, I shared them to keep me going. But then people started reading and following them, and they helped other people to keep going. So people watch my status, and on that Thursday, I just put a message and I said, today I've done something that I've never ever done before. I paid school fees up front for the year. Ask me how. And Nomsa asked me how. And I was able to send her a short animation. I said, if you want more information, I'll send you more. Unfortunately, last week she couldn't join the Zoom, but she's on the Zoom tonight. So I used social media to invite her and to tell my story without saying anything about Gift of Legacy. You see, people join Gift of Legacy not because of the system, but because of you.
Absolutely.
Because they believe you, they believe your story. And when you show people and you can share with people what's going on, and they see, then they will join. And it might take a week, it might take a month, it might take 2 years before you get an invitee. But you are able to complete your gold board and your bronze board and receive as a legend. Try and get your invitees in early. And don't just stop at 2. I've got my 2 invitees, but I tell everybody I know about Gift of Legacy. And when beautiful, amazing things happen, like what has just happened to me on my gold board, I'm telling everybody. Today, I put a message on my status and I said, you're still wondering how I paid my university fees up front? Ask me for the link. Didn't mention Gift of Legacy. So you can use social media, because we don't all go out and about and see people we can chat to every day, but you can share Gift of Legacy. Okay, any questions? Anything you want to know about Gift of Legacy? I think Nomsa and I might chat personally and privately after this call. Again, thank you for being here. I see some other names joined us. We thank you for being here. If you want to know more about Gift of Legacy and you haven't joined, speak to the person who shared the opportunity with you. If you are in Gift of Legacy and you want to know more, get information on our official Gift of Legacy Telegram group or on our YouTube channel. Go look under the Academy tab on your website, because there's the link tree there. It's interactive. There's the participants guidelines. You can find out all sorts of things about Gift of Legacy. And then we've got a volunteer group of people who run our support system. Remember, we're not a business or a company, so everyone are volunteers. There's wonderful ways to find out more. So next week, Tuesday, we're going to do a follow-up to this presentation. It's actually one Elizabeth created. This was the introduction to Gift of Legacy. Next week, we're going to explain the 4 attractions in the theme park, so that you have a better understanding. What is the coal train? What are the Ferris wheels? What's this perpetual cycle all about? What is Ohana? How does everything fit together? Why we have different boards. So join us next week. We'd love to see you here. Closing words from you, my friend?
Yeah, just to say that I'm so passionate about what we have in our hands, guys. So I was just talking to our team in Polokwane this morning, just underscoring that I count it as a blessing from God that I have friends like I have through Gift of Legacy. I'm just blessed. So you are actually blessed. I see some of our team members on the call. Like I was saying this morning, guys, we are blessed. There's no excuse. Yes, there's no guarantee, because nothing has guarantee. I was just sharing yesterday with someone who was a member at our church, and she was giving me all excuses in the world why she cannot actually be part of Gift of Legacy. And I pointed out that there's no guarantee in life for anything. There's no perfect world. We all have struggles, but even with that, we're expected to make a difference in other people's lives. So I'm passionate about what we're doing. Thanks, Adele, for having flown that flag for so many months. You have touched the world, I must tell you, and we're so proud of you. We draw so much from you. I talk about you when I talk with my team. Adele, she's a role model. She does so much for people that she does not know, and we can actually copy, emulate from her, and actually go and touch the world. So thanks very much, Adele. It's a pleasure working with you.
Thanks, Ike. You do just as much, but you're too humble to admit it. Ike has an incredibly large team, and he doesn't rely on Zoom calls. He has in-person meetings, and that's the way to do it, is to sit down eye to eye, peer to peer, and share it heart to heart. You know, that's why the cold board was created. $25 is affordable. $25 is, it's 450 to 500 Rand. Let's say 500 Rand to start. People say it's a lot of money. I agree. It's a lot of money. I can make $500 go far. I've had to do that. But what did you spend $500 on the weekend? A braai, going to movies, pizza for the family with a 2-liter cool drink. What did you spend $500 on this weekend that was frivolous spending? Once you join Gift of Legacy, you don't have to take money out of your wallet again. You use the gifts you receive to join the higher board, the perpetual board, and then there's always that which you get to keep. So remember that. It's simply an exchange of gifts, and we'd love to color your world. So we'll see you next week, Tuesday. Until then, good night, God bless, and goodbye. Good night, everybody. Good night.